don't like getting burns on my thing. I like my thing staying quite unburned. I'm gonna keep it on it. You know what I'm saying? I like being unburned like a mug and staying clean. You feel me? So.
Full of dark thoughts, heart is full of blood clots. 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 when I'm gon' learn not. I'm a striker, street fighter, now my thumbs hot. X back in the air, making my lungs rot.
Back at it like a crackhead with a bad habit, about to do a breakfast mukbang. My food is definitely cold at this point. I probably got it like damn near 2 hours ago, but gotta get the thumbnail. Y'all already know the vibes at this point. We almost 60 videos in. Y'all know the vibes. I get my thumbnail during the video. You feel me? But today's topic, and this is probably gonna be the only times you guys gonna see me without my EBN wear on. I gotta do laundry. I know y'all can relate. Like, people gotta do laundry sometimes. Like, I be having to do laundry. It'd be annoying. But yeah, guys, today's topic is it worth being in a relationship in 2021? Okay. Is it worth being in a relationship in 2021? Now, that's a very convoluted question. Now, a person like me, I love relationships, you know? I'm gonna take y'all just a little deep dive into my brain a little bit. Like, I love relationships. Like, I literally been wanting to be in a relationship since I was a kid. Like, literally, I can distinctly remember being in like elementary school. Like, every girl that I even liked a little bit, I said I loved them. Like, even if I liked them a little bit, I'd be like, oh, yo, I love her. Like, I love her. You know, that was just the type of guy I was. Like, I mean, call me a simp or whatever, I guess, but it was like, it was like, I literally would say, oh, I love them. Like, I love this girl. And I probably couldn't even tell you more than 2 things why I like them or love them. But I love them. Like, whether it was like I was attracted to them physically or as a person or whatever, like, I was just in love, right? So growing up, like, I'm not a thought. Like, I don't consider myself a thought. I mean, like, I've lived my life, blah, 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 but, you know, I'm not a thought. Not a lot of people can say that they've been around my energy in that way. I've been in more relationships than I've been, like, hoeing in the streets and stuff. Like, I don't find solace in being in the streets. It's a very uncomfortable situation. You don't know if that person's really for you. Then they might go do something and come back and give you some if you're still messing around with them. Or if that's your first time doing something with them, you don't really know this person. If you're doing a whole bunch of one-night stands, you might catch something. Man, I don't like getting burns on my thing. I like my thing staying quite unburned. I'm gonna keep it on it. You know what I'm saying? I like being unburned like a mug and staying clean. You feel me? So I like to be in relationships because you at least feel, I mean, obviously people say they get cheated on, blah, blah. But you also got to know what you bring to the table. When you know what you bring to the table, then it's harder for somebody to want to leave you. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the end of the day, people will do whatever they want to do, and that's just something you can't control. Like, there's certain things in life you just can't control, and you gotta just take that. You know, like, if you're talking to somebody and they just leave, and you a really dope dude or dope girl, and you've like clearly made your worth known, why this person should mess with you, and they still just like up and dip, then that's not you, and you gotta just take that and be like, yo, you know, I at least know that wasn't me. I have things to contribute to another person that will make them want to mess with me. So then if that person don't want to mess with me, then maybe it just wasn't meant for them to mess with me, you know? But in 2021, I will say this, like, I'm going to make this specifically to 2021. Should you be in a relationship in 2021? I hear a lot of people saying, like, oh, I just want to be single, or I just want to focus on myself. And that's a direct correlation to how both genders or whatever, you know what I'm saying, non-binary, he, she, whatever. I'm not going to go too deep into all that stuff. It don't got nothing to do with me. But, yeah, like, whatever it is, right? Like, people like to be for themselves. And definitely nowadays, especially, I'll speak for dudes, heterosexual men. They literally just want coochie. Like, a lot of dudes just want coochie. But I will say that also stems from how things went with people in their younger years. right? So when guys, for a fact, this is for a fact, like guys end up, and like the average individual, the average heterosexual man, if a girl does him wrong when he was younger, he will treat every girl from then on terribly as a result of that one girl doing him wrong. It's a terrible mindset, right? But then now that reflects on that other person, and now that other person is like, yo, look what this guy did to me. Now I have to do every other guy like that. And especially nowadays, like heterosexual women are looking to get back at the men that are just treating them like objects, right? So they'll walk around and they'll treat dudes like objects. So they'll just try to get whatever it is out of a dude that they can get, and just feed themselves. And then just if that man no longer is doing what it is that they require or what they need or what they want out of life, they'll just toss him to the side and go get another one. You know what I'm saying? And it's a vicious cycle that both people are going through right now. Like one side is hurt, the other side is hurt, and they're just attacking each other, and they're attacking other people that may not even come in with that type of mentality or that type of a motive, but now you're feeding into that because of the fact that you were hurt before. It's a vicious cycle, really. It's a very vicious cycle. Just hurt, and hurt just make more hurt, you know? It's pretty sad. Hurt and hurt make more hurt, right? So, now for me, personally, I've been hurt by women, for sure. I'm Captain Hard on whores. I'm not even just hard on thoughts. I'm hard on whores, like whores. And I ain't even going to define what a whore is to you. Whatever it is that you think a whore is, I'm hard on that person. I don't like them. Like their mentality on life, I don't like them. Because you see how I said hurt? I've been hurt by women, heterosexual women, but I've, at least in my opinion, not taken that out on any new women that I may encounter. I try not to bring in past baggage to a new situation. Because in a new situation, you'll never be able to grow past whatever it is that you guys are going through in that moment, you know? Y'all will never be able to grow and build because you're just taking whatever it is with the last relationship or last interaction with women. If you're taking that with the new interaction, then you'll never be able to grow and you'll never be able to expound into anything. But nowadays, people don't really want to expound into anything. They would just rather be in situationships or just string people along or just get their goodies and get out, right? So if you're a person that believes in just like structure, and I feel like a lot of these people that live this way will eventually grow up and realize that this is not the way to live. Like it gets lonely being lonely and treating others empty, you know, and like they're just objects and just moving gusts of wind, you know. It gets lonely treating people like that, and I feel like these people will eventually recognize that it will get lonely at some point, just racking up numbers of like sexual partners and whatnot. As a heterosexual man, I don't look at women as numbers. I don't count up bodies. Call me a simp, I don't care. Like I find it disgusting. Like I find it disgusting if you have a certain amount of sexual partners in your life. I just find it disgusting. Like what did that do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like what did it do for you? But obviously I'm coming from a vantage point of an individual that has been in more relationships than I've done a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, I mean, I'm an attractive dude. I'm very well aware I'm an attractive dude. I could get girls. I've gotten girls. I get women, right? But I don't just go out trying to get every girl that I find attractive. Like I see attractive women all the time. Does that mean I need to go out my way and try to put myself in their timeline? No, I ignore people a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I get a girl that I like. Once I have that one girl I like, I'm good. Like I don't need to go looking for more, you know. One good girl is worth 1,000 whores. That's what I really truly believe. One good girl is worth 1,000 whores. Because when you're dealing with once you get that one, especially if you're starting to mold that one person to actually know who you are and mold into your personality and whatnot, it definitely bodes way better. You feel me? It bodes way better, because then you can actually have a friend. So all in all, should you be in a relationship in 2021? I mean, I think you should, if that's something that you're willing to build and grow into, right? So relationships are work. I would not realize people will be mending or building and working on their friendships the same way that you have to do that with a relationship. Like, I'm more comfortable doing that with a relationship than with friendships. I mean, I've lost a lot of friends, but all in all, I'm usually in a relationship because I know how to work and build on a relationship. On my friendships, I guess I'm less comfortable doing that, because to me, if you're really my friend, no matter what I'm going through, no matter if we're talking a lot or not, if you're really my friend, I should be able to tap in with you whenever, because usually my friendships are good vibes. So it's like, no matter what we're going through at any time, or if we're not talking for a little while, I should be able to hit you up, you should be able to hit me up, and the vibes never change. That's just how I operate, to be honest. But yeah, I think you should. I think you should, as long as you're willing to put in the effort both ways. And there has to be a level of pride and ego that is relinquished. Now, you kind of got to relinquish a certain amount of pride and ego before you decide that you want to do something like that, because it definitely is a lot of pride and ego that goes into being in a relationship. And the second somebody don't text you back, you already want to go slide on somebody else, right? But also sometimes you got to go off certain vibes. Sometimes maybe that interaction just wasn't meant for you in the long run. It's all just a game and a continuous thing. But I mean, for me, no matter what year it is, I'll always put being in a relationship over being a whore and being in the streets. Because to me, the streets does nothing for me. The streets don't love you. And I mean, I want companionship, and I want a person that actually likes me. I want a friend. You know, being single sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I hate being single. I hate being single. It's lonely. Not that necessarily I feel lonely, but I just don't like being single. I just don't. You know, I'm one of them guys. Some people love it. I don't. But I feel like a lot of people don't like it. But a lot of people be like, oh, I'll be busy during the day. I only feel lonely, and I only feel that I'm single when I'm going to sleep at night. And that's still something you feel. Like, when you go to sleep at night, you like, damn, I'm lonely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, love y'all. Let me know in y'all comment section. Let me know in the comments down below if you are in a relationship right now, and if you feel like relationships are worth it in 2021. If people are just too much of sleaze buckets and walking just disgusting nutsacks. Like, you know, is that what it is? Is that what people think nowadays? Should I even be looking for? Well, I'm not looking for anything really, but should I even still desire to be in a relationship? Is not the time for me to be in a relationship? Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about what's going on here. But breakfast mukbang. Usually when I do mukbangs, I honestly barely eat because I be talking a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Well, love y'all. In my whoop pack. Wolf emojis in the chat. Woo woo. Like my hair? This is red, but you can never see it on camera. It's crazy. Woo.